Thumbs up for the go-getters, the ambitionless, the pissed, they should know better. No better we.
So what's going on, everyone? My name is Upset Cuban, otherwise known as Mr. Cubano, and today I'm back from Miami, Florida, from a wedding that I got really bored at because there was nothing to do. There's a lot of people dancing, and I'm just like, not my taste, because I do love to dance, guys, but there's no girlfriend for me there because, you know, she's not allowed to go anywhere with me in the state. Boo-hoo, Cubano. I know, it was a sad day, but it was okay. I got through it, and now I'm going to school, see her, and kiss her, and be like, moo ha 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 ha, I have you. But it's okay, guys. I don't know why I did that. But before I get into the topic, I want to talk about my little gameplay I have here. And I apologize that my voice sounds kind of scratchy or it sounds I'm tired because I am pretty tired. I just got done with like a 9-hour car drive, so I apologize. But I'm using a Ghost Silencer gameplay and it's Black Ops, guys. I realize that everyone hates this type of setup. And guys, let's be honest, it's a fucking game. Who gives a fuck about the score? I think most of you guys subscribe to me and like my videos from what I say, and that's from what 99% of you guys say. And so I am deeply sorry that I don't talk about video games as much, and you know, that's just not my style. My style is just talking about life and not video games. So if you guys don't like that, I'm sorry, and I apologize. But I'm going to be talking about who inspired me to make commentaries in the first place, and this kind of segues in from what I like to talk about my style. Well, the person that everyone should know by now who inspired me to make gameplay commentaries was a couple of people. And it was mostly Seananners. And everyone's like, yeah, Seananners is huge. And there's a lot of people that say that I sound like Seananners, and I don't know why. But I do get my commentary style from him and the ways I just speak. But this is kind of my normal voice, guys. I don't ever change my voice. I'm not like, I don't change my voice at all. This is how I sound. This is how I speak. And it's just, I don't know. Everyone says I sound like Seananners, when in a way I never ever try to speak like Seananners. And you know, he's not the only guy that inspired me. Chris Move is actually one of the first gameplay commentaries I've ever seen. He was awesome because he just says like ha ha ha, like, I don't know, musical rhyme thing. And I love his style, how he does music and he kind of interprets all his stuff into music with this commentary, and I think it's really creative. But you know, it was mostly Seananners because I used to stay up, oh my goodness, nights and upon nights. It was about a year and a half ago when I started watching his videos, and goodness, it was just amazing. You know, when he first did his first videos, I was just like, he's kind of terrible, because you know, he would speak like every 30 seconds, and I'm just like, what is he gonna say next? What is he gonna say next? Like, the anticipation was just building like crazy. And then as the time went on, he just got better and better and better. And it kind of inspired me how it's like watching this guy come from like 20 subscribers to like 1 million. You know, recently he just hit 1 million subscribers. And I think it's amazing how he just blew up. You know what I mean? And he was just my biggest inspiration because, you know, he didn't talk about gameplay as much. You know, he was a very good gamer, but he loved to talk about life and art, and that's kind of stuff that kind of excites me. You know, I don't like talking about video games as much because I think video games get outdated, they get boring, they get, you know, just, I don't know what to say, but they just get boring, you know. And life never gets boring. Life is always filled with excitement, something to look forward to. And when I made that mom video, you know, the sad story by Upset Cuban, which is a very sad story. I don't like talking about it, but when I made that, everyone sent me messages about their life problems, and they say that they had nothing to look forward to. And I'm like, dude, no matter what situation you're in, you always have something to look forward to. I look forward to graduation, for example. You know, I hope to graduate high school. And those people that already passed out high school, you know, look forward to something, like be like, oh, my birthday's coming up. Like, even though you might not get a gift, hey, it's my birthday, you know? It's something to look forward to. And it's all about the way you look at life. Is it good enough or is it not good enough? You can change your life, you know, and that kind of goes back to that take initiative commentary. You know, it's all about, are you going to change your life or are you not going to change your life? Because you can have a terrible life and you can complain about it all day long, and not change a fact about it, and the more you complain, the worse it gets. Or you can change your life by doing something different. You know, you can go out there and, like I said, take initiative to do what you want to do. And I feel like that's what I did when I saw Seananners. You know, I was just like, I want to be this man. Now, I'm not going to copycat him. Like, I've never, ever copied Seananners in a way. That's just total bullcrap. Whoever thought that I copied Seananners, no. I don't sound like Seananners in my possible way. I don't understand why people say this. But I really like his style, and his style matches mine exactly. That's why I liked him. You know, I really liked him as a commentator, and I really clicked with him, even though I never talked to him in my entire life. And so I was just like, man, this guy is amazing. I should start doing commentaries as well, like he did. And so I did, and now I'm here. And I don't know, I kind of want to thank Seananners, even though he's never going to watch this video, and I don't think I'll ever be able to meet him. But he was a very big inspiration to me, and if it wasn't without Chris Smooth or Seananners, I don't think I would be making commentaries, guys. And they actually brought the light out of me, because before I even did commentaries, I was always I wasn't like a bad, like, pot smoking kid. I was more of the kid that was always depressed, I never had friends or anything like that. And still today, I still don't have that many friends. All my friends are my girlfriend's friends. And, you know, and I hope my girlfriend never goes away. I don't want her to. I love her so much. And so, but if she does go away, I'm stuck with no friends except for you guys. And so I'm gonna, you know, I guess I gotta get friends, but, you know, without friends, I had no fun. And now that I do commentaries, I get to let my, I guess, heart out in a homosexual way. I kind of say that, but I kind of just speak my mind, and I love it. It doesn't let anything build up inside. You know, if you let things inside you build up, it builds up to be this, like, sickness, this bad, evil thing that pretty much controls you. You know, it's like a poison that controls your entire body. And with commentaries, I've been able to express myself. And if it wasn't for Seananners, I still think I'll be that depressed kid. I really think it'd be that depressed kid. Now, has my mom been an influence in my YouTube channel? Oh, yes. Like, she was another inspiration. Excuse me for my cough, guys. I'm exhausted. But, you know, it was my mom inspired me as well. But in terms of YouTube, like, what made me actually think of doing a gameplay commentary to help my mom was Seananners, because of his style of gameplay, his style of art. You know, like, before I even thought of Seananners, I even thought of going on YouTube. I've been a favorite player of Free For All. I love that playlist so much. You know, Free For All is my shit. But so is the Seananners. You know, Seananners loves art. Dude, bring me some Mona Lisa paintings. I'll look at it all day. You know, I love it so much. And he's had the same taste. Now, I've never tasted wine in my life, so I can't say anything about that. But I believe that me and Seananners could click very well due to the fact that we have a lot of things in common. And I don't just say that just to say that, guys. I really do. And by no means do I copy him, guys. I try to keep things as original as possible in my own terms. So if I do seem like I'm copying Seananners, trust me, I'm not. And that's who inspired me, guys. So other than that, I'm Upset Cuban, otherwise known as Mr. Cabano, and peace.
Yeah, some days I feel unfazed, like when I'm with my friends with a cup raised. And on Monday, I got a gun raised. Suicidal, do or die until hump day. Then I go right back at it like an automatic. More drinks, more songs, more beats to rap. I need a shrink, I'm gone, more time keeps passing.